Punters, welcome to Pathways. We're going to look at the Blue Diamond in depth on this week's show. Pistol, my man, the last four winners of the Blue Diamond: Extreme Choice, Catchy, Written By, and Liar. Extreme Choice we're going to start with. It clocked a figure of 13.7 on debut. Scary behaviour.
It's big.
11.9 second up, and then went into the Blue Diamond and ran a 13.4 to win.
Huge.
Catchy. Third up into the Blue Diamond, she was undefeated. No, fourth up into the Blue Diamond, she ran 2.8 to 7, and then a 9.3 to win.
Yep. Solid.
Written By Sneaky Pete. A very slow time winning at Sandown, but did it stylishly. It was on a heavy track. I was there that day. Loved it. It then ran a 7.8 in one of the prelude sort of races. Then in the Big Blue Diamond, which it won, it ran a 7.6. So we've got a 13, a 9, a 7. Liar, last year's winner. 4.9, slow. 17, slow. Into a 7.3 fast. Started to show off, got this some ability, and won the race with a 9.6 figure.
Okay, so you're speaking
Let's say
a different
par.
language.
Par's 9. Par is 9.5 lengths above the all-average benchmark to win a Blue Diamond.
Okay, so what have we got so far in Victoria?
Well, that's your area. Tell us. Tell the punters. What are we dealing with, mate?
Well, we've got Hanseatic, ran 3, 3.0.
Needs to find 6 lengths.
A Beautiful Night, 4.6.
Needs to find 5.
And we've talked about it last week in terms of we had Personal obviously running around.
Not near it.
No, exactly. Going, that's in the negatives. But compared with some of these Sydney horses, now whether or not the Sydney side has come down, but we saw another very smart Sydney juvenile there on the weekend at Randwick.
Another one.
So last week we talked about Salsabil, which ran
Which we lined up through Dame Giselle.
Exactly. Had an 8.5, completely smashed that field by 6 lengths. We saw
And
rulership.
smashed the day. Smashed the whole day
absolutely.
up. Just smashed the whole day up. It's a proper horse.
We had rulership run up there at Randwick on Saturday. It's run a 7.2. Rob Scurry, our man,
Scuss.
one away. Professional horse, called it a panther as well. So
Well, I hope he might get in trouble off the people at racing.com for using their word. But we'll talk about that later.
Exactly. We'll get royalty sorted at some
So
stage.
this is a panther.
It is.
That's one away. It's gone 1.3 to the 6 and come home with a 5.9.
So we talk
Strong behaviour.
Exactly. It's another I'm invincible thing running around. Very
So
strong.
if we've got 3 2-year-olds up there that are there or thereabouts, there's 1.5 million check for the Blue Diamond. At the moment, it looks like it's there for the taking. Are we thinking that one of these is going to come down?
I don't know.
Rulership's clocked the 5th fastest last 600, 8th fastest last 400, and the fastest last 200 of the day up in Sydney.
10th overall best performance of the day, and that's against older horses all comparing their figures together. Very strong.
Scary, scary, scary stuff. So what do we want to do moving forward with the Blue Diamond?
Well, I think we're still yet to see a really genuinely run race here for the 2-year-olds in Victoria. So until we see that, it's hard to know. I mean, you can't sack any of the horses, but at the same time, you can't necessarily take any of the shorter quotes in the market because you're just not sure if they're going to be able to cope with what is needed on the day.
So for the Pathways horse this week then, we are going to suggest that you mark Black Book. You should have puntingform.com.au. If you don't, I can't help you. But if you got it, ring a ding ding, put it in your Black Book, get notified whenever they nom this and where they nom it. Search Twitter, find where they want to head with this thing. It's nominated for the All-Star Mile, but then they've got all these votes. That just sounds like fresh hell to me to try and be betting into that futures market, which it sort of is anyway, but that's even fresher than fresh hell. But I think we want to be with Ring a Ding wherever it goes.
Yes.
2-year-olds from Melbourne. Unstoppable. $51 with every plastic there is. I'm suggesting a small little investment upon it. And award winner, the horse that Pete spoke in depth about on the deep dive. 34s, 31s, you can sort of get something on there with the plastics. I think if those 2 horses head to the Blue Diamond, you're surely not going to start much longer than that. And if they can back up that performance in the big close they did on Saturday in another lead-up race, surely we're going to be sort of looking at single figures.
We've got a week and a half, or 2 weeks basically going today. The Preludes. Yep. we'll go with that. And then a month into the big dance.
Or is there a big filthy beast just hiding, waiting?
Well, might have to get the trial man onto it.
But we've seen, by looking back, as we did at the start of the Pathway show, that the traditional sort of lead up is third, fourth up.
Yep.
So I doubt we're going to see anything now from Victoria that's going to explode. So we're kind of hoping that nothing comes from Sydney, and if it doesn't, then I think we're going to get we've got great prices here, Unstoppable and award winner.
Sounds good to me.